Hi, so today we're going to talk about the top 5 things that you can do to have a successful National Veterinary Technician Week. All right, tip number 1 for a successful Vet Tech Week is recruit help. If you're a solo manager in a practice, it still doesn't mean that you have to do this all by yourself. Recruiting help from leadership team within the practice, your doctors, if you do have other sub-level managers, utilizing those team. Basically, if you're celebrating vet techs, look to anybody who's not a vet tech and see what they can do to help in the celebration. All right, tip number 2 is about money. We need to set a budget. Sometimes we get so overwhelmed in all the things we can do and sometimes think, well, I can't do those big extravagant things because I can't afford to do that at my practice. It's all about budgeting. Set aside a per person budget for your vet tech week so you know how much you have to spend. It will definitely help you stretch your dollar further to know what you have to work with before vet tech week comes around. Tip number 3, make it personal. What better way to celebrate your team than celebrating on a very personal level, thanking them with very personalized thank you cards that really talk in detail about why you appreciate that person. Also, maybe utilizing their favorite colors or hobbies that they enjoy. Anything that you can do to really make it a very personal experience in showing appreciation for all that they do. And remember, we're in a relationship-based industry. We bond with our clients, we bond with our patients, we bond as a team. So making sure that things are very personal will really go a long way. Tip number 4 is utilize your resources. There are a lot of resources out there to help figure out what to do for Vet Tech Week. Everything from networking with other hospital administrators or managers in this industry, or even other industries. A lot of healthcare related fields have recognition weeks for their professionals. So maybe finding out what they're doing for their professionals, what they've done in the past, things that have really meant a lot, can be something that you could utilize in your own practice. And also remember, Catalyst is there to help. We have a full page for you that talks all about National Vet Tech Week and points you to some very specific resources, even a list of ideas of how to celebrate your technicians. All right, number 5, it's all about having fun. This shouldn't be the most stressful week of your year in planning Vet Tech Week. This should be fun. Remember, we're there to celebrate and really rejoice in having great team members, and that's what it should be all about. Yes, there's some planning that should be involved, but it should really be a fun experience. And remember, by pulling in those resources of utilizing other team, it even becomes a bonding experience with other team members as you're preparing to celebrate other team members on your team. So it's a win-win. Make sure that you have fun. And here's our pro tip to have a successful Vet Tech Week. Don't overthink it. Sometimes we spend so much time trying to make it this big, extravagant event that we start overthinking everything. Stress comes with that, and it's just not as fun. So remember, the simplest things, the most heartfelt things are going to go much further than the most expensive, elaborate things that you can do for your staff. Sure, we might all like to take a day off of work to all go to Disneyland together as a team, but that might not be feasible with your budget. And your team might much more appreciate maybe closing for a few hours to have a lunch together as a team, or just having heartfelt thank you cards that they get in their locker with their favorite candy attached. It doesn't have to be big and extravagant. It doesn't have to be stressful. Don't overthink what you're doing for Vet Tech Week. Remember, this is a celebration and it should be fun for everybody. All right, thanks for tuning in for how to have a successful vet tech week in your practice. We hope we've given you some tips that you can utilize today. And as always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel so that you can get the most up-to-date tips and tricks.